Dun da da! We have Mewtwo back in Pokemon Go. And guess what? You guys ready for this? Look what we have here. We have ourselves a shiny Mewtwo already. Let's go. We're gonna check out how many raids we have done, but most importantly, we're gonna be maxing out a Giratina origin form all the way to level 50, and we're gonna test it out against this Mewtwo. It's one of my favorite shinies. You guys often ask me, what is my favorite shiny in Pokemon Go? Giratina origin form / altered form. I actually really like both of them, and I'm kind of bummed that I don't have enough XL candy that I could max out 2 of them. So we are going to take the Giratina origin form. I have one that's level 40, and I have one that we are gonna put to level 50 in this video, and then we're gonna go after it. And remember, if you do use a silver pineapple berry, you get extra candy, which is kind of cool, but also not super necessary. But we do have the Mega Slowbro that's going down, that's gonna give us 5 extra XL candy. So this is gonna be 29.22. I think we're getting another one. We are. Ooh, can we get in this one? In Disney World. Oh no, please. This is the worst thing that ever happened in Pokemon Go, trying to buy remote raid passes and maybe missing a raid for Mewtwo. Oh, we got in. All right, let's go. So we're gonna compare to see how effective it's a 98% shiny, which is pretty amazing. So for me, when I get a 98% lucky shiny, it's not non-lucky, it was lucky traded. That for me, I mean, I can power up 2 lucky shiny 98s for the price of 1 100% IV. So for me personally, I'm really into the lucky Pokemon. We're not gonna do all the vlog here in this situation, but as soon as we take this Mewtwo down, which we are gonna do together, we have a Raikou in there. I probably have not healed my Pokemon. This Raikou does have a second moveset, and it has Shadow Ball, and it's resistant to Thunderbolt. So that makes sense. And we're just gonna see from a rocket battle standpoint, and then from a raid perspective, how much difference we can do, and then we will come back here, we will play both of the clips side by side so you guys can see, are they good? Does it do that much difference at a level 50 compared to a level 40? I know there's a lot of distance. Man, we are getting some interesting Pokemon in here. There's gonna be the Giratina there. That is gonna be, I believe that's my 100% IV Giratina. And I did actually trade for this Pokemon. It was just a standard trade once per day. It has happened to me before, but guys, remember I tell you guys to trade often because it happens. And myself and Yan Yan traded this Pokemon. If you want to see all about what you can get from trades, check out that video up here. It's really cool. Trade them per day because you get the 3 regular candy, and then now you can get the XL candy, so you're getting a free XL candy every single day. And during the season to go, you get 2 special trades per day. Do not overlook that. It's gonna be 29.27 weather boost. It's windy weather all around the entire United States. And mine came out to be a non-lucky 100% IV Giratina, which I really did want. This one's not gonna be shiny. That would've been sick to go back to back. So, today's objective, number 1, max a Giratina. Number 2, test that said max Giratina against a Rocket Leader, the same one. We will quit at the end to see how long it lasts. And then finally, there's the Mewtwo. Let's see how much XL candy we're gonna get. Super lazy throw, not paying attention. 4 XL candy, remember, the Megas are gonna average you 4 XL candy. With that said, we have another Mewtwo raid. We're gonna jump in, and then we're maxing out the Giratina, which is gonna be exciting, coming up. Do I dare say that we have another Mewtwo here? But we have another Mewtwo here right now. Let's go. All right, so shiny Mewtwo number 2 in the bag right now. We are now gonna go and head like we talked about. I know I interrupted it. We're gonna go and max out our Giratina origin form, and then we're gonna go do the tests. I hope you guys are ready. This video is going to be a lot of fun. Let's go. And the time has come to max out the Giratina in Pokemon Go. Are you guys ready for this? Just make sure we're in focus. All right, we're in focus. Okay, so first and foremost, another Mewtwo check. If we get another shiny, Mewtwo shinies are broken right now, and you should definitely start rating more of them. Okay, well, they're still broken because we have 3 shinies, which, Shondo Mewtwo. Hey, did anybody say anything? I really need a Shondo Mewtwo. Like, let's just be serious. My life will not be complete until I get a Shondo Mewtwo, so I would really appreciate it if we were to get one and to be able to catch this Mewtwo real quick so we can start maxing out the Giratina. Giratina is neutral to Psychic. One thing that I am gonna point out there, Dark is what is resistant to Psychic. Giratina is neutral to Psychic, so the Shadow, Executes, and other things that do have Psychic moves will hit that Pokemon hard, including Mewtwo's Psychic. Will do a decent amount of damage because it's not resisted like a Dark would resist Psychic. And there we go, right there. All right, looks like we have a Chansey check. That would have been epic. This event is lit though. Just remember, if you guys do want Chanseys during this event, or any time outside of this event, if you're watching this, oh, we got a Ditto. Mega Baniri is gonna be the Pokemon that you do use. It will give you that extra boosted XL candy for Chansey because of the normal typing and the fighting typing. All right, Chansey, stay with us. Let's start maxing out the Giratina. We've been doing this for too long. We've been prolonging this. We're not trying to prolong it. It just seems like everything's coming up and we now have it caught. All right, number one Pokemon, which I am gonna add into the video that's coming out extremely soon, where we are gonna spend 5 million Stardust right now. So we have our 100% IV that I did tell you guys was traded, but not lucky. Came from a trade, that's insane. And then secondly, we have this Giratina. That's gonna be a 98% IV. I mean, I'm willing to sacrifice 1 stat point for this boy, for sure. So let's go ahead and revive it, and let's go ahead and spend the grand total, 125,000 Stardust, as opposed to 250,000 Stardust. Look at the difference there. That's why I'm saying the luckies, for my opinion, if it's a 98, I know a lot of people have decent 98 lucky Pokemon, shinies, and then they have a regular 100% IV that got from a raid. I think it's better to do this. Maxing it out 4154, and it is buddy boosted, and there it goes. 125,000 Stardust down, and we have our first ever level 50 Giratina origin form. I'm gonna go ahead and toss that right into the tag of my level 50 Pokemon. All right, Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball. Man, that is sick. Okay, so now let's see where it stacks up in our lineup. It is sitting under a regular Mewtwo that is not maxed out, which is crazy. Once we do that video, this top 12 is gonna look insanely different, and I'm so excited for that. Okay, so now let's go and compare this. Let's jump into raid battle. We'll do Giratina origin form as a 50 and as a 40, and then we will jump into a rocket leader, and we'll see, is a 50 Giratina origin form actually that much better than a level 40, and is it worth that premium cost and the Stardust? And as of right now, we can check around here. We do have a Mewtwo raid that I did see. There it is. It's sitting at the pier right down there. You guys see all my videos. Where I see all my videos, you guys see me with a great water background. It is gonna be right down the street. This is gonna be Dana Point, California, and then it's gonna be at the end over there. It's a little bit overcast right now. It's perfect time for us to vlog, but that is gonna be where Mewtwo is without the phone script flip. Okay, so there's a gym right there. Let's go to that Mewtwo. We have officially made it to the Mewtwo raid, and we have another Mewtwo. This is actually gonna be a 2380, which would be, I believe it's a 98% IV, which if it is a shiny, which it please be green. So much excitement in there. I thought I was gonna get a 98 shiny right now. I would be more than happy with that. You know, Shundos are amazing, but like I just talked about, we just maxed one out. A 98% IV shiny is equally as exciting for me. So we'll go ahead and catch this Mewtwo. Bam. This is the one. 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 There it is. Told you. I wish I was that good. No, I'm just kidding. We tried it out. It worked. All right, so let's see. What do you guys think? 2380 is a 14, 15, 15. It has to be above the 2380 to be able to get that. We will still save it. This has Shadow Ball, and we're at Mewtwo. So time for the comparison between level 50, level 40, Giratina, which we will check out here. And then we're gonna bring it back to the studio, AKA my balcony, and we're gonna check it out side by side to see which one is gonna be better. Alrighty, we are jumping in the raid. So we have our Giratinas. In spot number 1, we have Giratina all the way to the max. Let's actually put a Gengar in there. We'll put the Giratina here and the Giratina there, and we'll let the Gengar go in there, and then it'll be a more accurate account, because sometimes, you know, at first it kind of has that little bit of lag of when did the timer actually start and whatnot. So we'll see what is going to happen right now. So we have Gengar, spot number 1. Then we're gonna go to Mewtwo. This is gonna be a raid test. We'll kind of judge to see how does the, you know, amount of Pokemon attack going down, and Gengar just gets destroyed in here. All right, so here is the Giratina, Shadow Ball coming in. This is gonna be the level 50 Giratina, guys. Level 50, it has Ice Beam. Notice it did half of its health right there with 1 Ice Beam. Understandable, it is a dragon Pokemon. There it goes again. And I think we got off the Shadow Ball. I don't know, it's lagged. Okay, so we got off 2 Shadow Balls and we tanked 2 Ice Beams with that level 50 Giratina, which is then gonna lead us into the non-level 50 Giratina. Obviously, the amount of specials that he does throw off is gonna matter. It's taking a whole lot longer here. I just wanna kind of get a gauge for how much it's gonna tank this. That did about a little over a half. It still does do a decent amount of damage, and he's not doing his specials right now, which is allowing this level 40 Giratina to really stick in there quite significantly. That was impressive. And now we have Yveltal coming in, and since Yveltal is a flying type, he is gonna get mashed by Ice Beam, but not as mashed as I thought he was gonna get. And there goes Yveltal with the Dark Pulse, and then Mewtwo is down. It's quite nice to fight with people that have really strong counters. All right, Mewtwo down. 2387, please. 2366. It is not going to be a 100% IV, and this one is, do you guys think it's gonna be a shiny? 3, 2, 1, is not a shiny. All right, now we are gonna go find a rocket leader, and we are gonna go there, and then I wanna kind of do a comparison to see, it's a little bit hard on the raid battles, but we will do it later, and the grunts to see which one is going to tank the best, and we got that, and we probably have another invite we do right there we'll go ahead and jump into another one. Let's try that comparison again. Thank you, Zinful. Okay, so our Giratina was fainted, but we are in a Mewtwo lobby with 20 people, and this thing is gonna get absolutely destroyed, so there is no room to be able to try to compare Giratinas because more than likely, we are not gonna go out. So you saw it take a decent amount of chunk for that. Our other Giratina is not in here. I was gonna switch real quick. Unfortunately, it's still in there. It didn't faint in the entire Mewtwo encounter. Will we get a shiny? Will we get 100% IV? Will we get a Shundo? Summoning Mewtwo, Shundo, and Shundo Energy in Pokemon Go. 2340. And the Mewtwo is going to be a non-shiny. And now we have made it to Arlo. Shout out to the overcast weather right now because it is virtually impossible to get this shot without my face looking heavily shadowed. And since we have beautiful overcast clouds right now, we're gonna get a shiny Doduo. We're not. We are gonna get a shiny Magikarp, also not. We have a Mewtwo raid invite, so we'll go ahead and jump in here. Fleece King does seem to have some really good shiny luck, so we're gonna just feed off of his shiny luck here. Please, bro, summon us a Shundo. That would be amazing. I believe he got 2 Shundos in a day before, which was insane. All right, let's go ahead and grab the Giratina. We'll go ahead and pop both these guys in there, and we are ready to go. Let's battle. And we have a perfect test with 8 trainers. 5-star Attic. Oh, you tweeted at me, bro. Dude has like 64-star, so 100% IVs, Tapus, which is insane. That is absolutely insane. I did not see what the Mewtwo move had. Psychic, okay, so it can tank 2 Psychics and some, and it's gonna last about 23 seconds there. Now we have the regular Giratina. Go by Psychics, so there's 1 and 2 and some. So honestly, guys, from a raid perspective, when we're looking at this, does it really look that much crazier? It doesn't. The same thing happened with Dragonite. If you want to see me max out my Shundo Dragonite, you can check it out up here. Literally the exact same thing. It didn't really appear to be too much crazier as far as its tank ability, I'm gonna call it. But maybe from a damage producing perspective, obviously it's kind of hard for us to visualize what it is actually doing here, but I don't know. We'll see if we get this Shundo Mewtwo that we're summoning right now, summoning energy, and then we are gonna go ahead and battle Arlo, and we'll see what happens. Tyranitar, that is an old school one. The reason they put Tyranitar in here is, okay, maybe all of our dark type Pokemon were dead, but Tyranitar is going to resist Psychic. It is not the top dark attacker as of right yet. All right, there we go, and Mewtwo is down. Remember when Mewtwo used to be an EX raid? How fun was that? If you guys do want to see a crazy EX raid, check this video out up here. It is so old of a video, it is nuts. All right, 2942, they are windy over there in Australia. I feel like every Australian invite that I've had is windy weather, and it is gonna be non-shiny. All right, Arlo, coming right up. All right, Arlo, let's do this. Did I not spin a stop? Please tell me I didn't spin a stop. I did not spin a stop. We have been successful, and we hopefully continue to be successful in this venture. All right, we are gonna start with level 50 Giratina Origin Form against Arlo. So this one is gonna be Execute. It could either be really good, or it could be pretty damaging, depending on if this has Psychic or not. Let's see. Does it have Zen Headbutt? No, it's got a grass move. All right, we'll go ahead and throw as many of this as we can. I am not gonna shield. I wanna see what this Pokemon's move does do to this Pokemon. Hopefully it's gonna be Psychic, so it does produce. It's not. All right, well, we're pretty much gonna eat this thing alive, and we will do the exact same thing with the next Pokemon. I'm not gonna shield anything. I'm just gonna see how far we can go through on this Giratina. It should be, based on PvP, pretty turn for turn basis, and it should hit us just about the exact same as it will the next one. So we have maybe about a third of the health left. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. All right, 1 and 2. I really should have done an attack just to see what the attack were to do, but unfortunately, we don't have that synced up right now. So we're gonna go ahead and back out right there, and then we're gonna go back in and see what happens with a level 40 Giratina. So we were able to get all the way through, and then we were able to take basically two Dragon Tails. And then we were out. All right, so Giratina in the regular form. This is 100% IV, non-level 50. All right, this is level 40. Let's see what we do here. Let's see if we're able to take into one of those Dragon Tails, or if we're gonna be able to get knocked out. We will see the difference here in a second. Turn by turn basis, we should be getting one right there. There we go. It comes through the exact same. We will see where our health does sit and see how different these level 50 Pokemon are. So we're gonna get another Rock Slide. And it does look like it has, if I'm not mistaken, a little bit more health on this Pokemon than it will on the previous one. Okay, so we got it down. Now we're gonna have Salamence come in here, and I am not sure if we're gonna be able to take 2 of these. Just 1. So we have an extra move in there from a Pokemon, so the tankiness is definitely going to be there. All right, so now what we're gonna do, one more thing before we move on from here. So we're filming right now and we're in a mad close duo against Mewtwo right now. I don't think we're gonna beat it, but yeah, we're trying our best. It's me and Daxy that are in here right now. He got a raid invite and he didn't chicken out at the end, so I didn't chicken out either. And so now we have, I honestly don't think we're gonna get there. I think we could have used a Mega and get there, but this is a duo. This is no weather conditions that are supporting our Pokemon. And we had the level 50 Giratina in there. Now we have the level 40 Giratina in there. And I've seen Daxy with a Shadow T-Tar and a Shadow Weavile, but this thing does have Flamethrower, so it should be hitting that Weavile pretty hard. But I don't think that we're gonna be able to do this. I don't think we got it. We're close. We're real close. And maybe if I can get the Shadow Ball off. There we go. If we can get one more, and I think we're going into T-Tars, which is not DPS right there. All right, well that was a pretty close duo without intending to duo this Pokemon. A slight sliver yet left. Okay, we have one more thing going down. We are going to battle. We're gonna go with Riolu first. We're gonna take down the shields, and then we're gonna switch over, and I wanna see how much damage we can produce on the Salamence with Shadow Ball. So the last metric that we are gonna remember. Our goal here is just to take down shields, then we're gonna switch into the Giratina, and then the goal is to drop a Shadow Ball and see if we can just straight plow through that Salamence, that Shadow that does have, I believe it's Dragon Tail on that Pokemon, which is insanely strong from a Shadow Pokemon, especially from a Shadow Leader Pokemon, because you're already producing something at like a really high potential. So here it goes. This is gonna be the second shield coming down. Now we are gonna switch into Giratina. This is gonna be, I believe, the level 50. Switch into Giratina, and then we're gonna go straight in there. We're gonna take down this Execute, which will leave us with virtually full shields. So we will have full shields on this Dragonite. Sorry, the Salamence. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna go in there. All right, and we're gonna see what the Shadow Ball from this level 50 Giratina is gonna look like. Okay. I wanna see it just take us out now. 2, 3, 4. So we get 4 total there with 1 Shadow Ball in there. All right, and now we're gonna switch on over. This is a tedious challenge here. Maybe if we had Dragon Pulse on that Pokemon, it might do a little bit more damage to the Salamence. Okay, so we took 4 total, and now we're gonna go ahead and heal up, heal up, heal up. Last comparison, and then we will basically go through, and I'm gonna give you my recommendations. If I think that these level 50 Pokemon, besides them being extremely high in CP, look-wise, how effective are they gonna be? Like, are they actually worth it here? Because from first glance, you guys have seen it, it doesn't look like it's crazy out there, like something is insane that you absolutely must have this Pokemon at level 50. Yes, it's probably gonna produce more damage in raids, doesn't look like it lasts that much longer. Yes, it's gonna produce more damage in PvP battles, and it will have a slight advantage, especially when you're playing against somebody, but as far as rocket battles, we'll see. This is the last test, and then we will go ahead and compare the 3 different metrics that we do have. And here comes the attack, and then we're going right into non-shield. I'm gonna shield it because I'm gonna beat this Arlo, and then hopefully we're gonna get a second Shadow Execute so we can have a regular Executor in the Shadow form and the Shiny form, and then we have the other one, which is also gonna be the Alolan Shiny Shadow Execute. All right, so we're switching into Giratina. We're gonna take this out. This one does have dual charge moves on it, which we are not going to exercise here. That's interesting. So if we do look at the other one was able to take out this Execute without getting hit. This one is not. This one is gonna get hit with an Ancient Power, which is really gonna, I probably should shield that, diminish the amount of attacks it's gonna be able to take. So we're gonna go ahead and hit this Salamence. We did do a couple more Shadow Claws on the other one, but we'll go ahead and see with the Shadow Ball coming out. Definitely not as much there. 1 and 2. Okay, that's a significant difference as far as its tankiness right there. So please, Shiny Execute number 2. We need you, we want you. I love Executor. I think it's an amazingly cool Pokemon. We got the egg. Okay, we're safe to spin stops again. You're relieved, William. You're relieved. And it's not shiny. All right, let's compare them. Come on. And we have the grand finale comparison between the two. So it's a little bit challenging to see what's going on for the raids, but we will try to break down as much as possible to give you guys a nice insight to how much more powerful our level 50 Pokemon than our level 40 Pokemon. We're gonna pop up both screens right now. All right, so we have the Giratina against Mewtwo. So level 50 is the shiny, level 40 is the non-shiny. So if we do see here, Remember, I told you that confusion is going to hit this Pokemon pretty hard. So the Giratina on the left goes down, Girtina on the right, unfortunately, is a really slow charging Pokemon for the Mewtwo. It just takes a while for it to be able to get its second attacks. The first one, it releases it really fast. The second one, for whatever, it just stores up. I don't know what that is. So it's a little challenging to see the difference between the two of those guys. And yeah. All right, well, one thing that we do have to note is that when we're taking damage, the shiny one does appear to take less damage from that Ice Beam than does the non-shiny one, which is the level 50 versus the level 40. So there is a lot of tankiness in there, and the DPS is much harder to see being produced on these raid bosses because it's just slivers of screen in comparison to something like the PvP, where we would be able to see a little bit more damage because the Pokemon's CPs are more matched than are, you know, these raid bosses here. Like, look at that. It's very challenging to see up on the top, but the damage producing difference is going to be significant. At least, you know, maybe I wouldn't say a quarter, but almost a quarter of the damage left. So now we're gonna jump into the Arlo. This is gonna be our first battle that we do against Arlo here. Checking it out, this is just strictly going through, letting everything run. We're gonna get taking damage from this Pokemon, and then we're gonna see it versus that Salamence. And remember that Giratina is a Dragon type Pokemon, and Salamence in this case scenario does have Dragon Tail, which hits it quite significantly. But the one thing I want to point out is look at the difference on the health of that Execute in comparison on the left and the right? Like, it's different, obviously, and we're taking less damage on our level 50 Pokemon than we are on our level 40 Pokemon here. And then we have Salamence coming in, and just remember, boom, we take 1 hit and 2 hits on the level 50, and we take 1 hit to take out the rest of that Pokemon on the level 40. So if you look at that, that one does survive a hit in the shiny, level 50 in comparison to that level 40, which is actually quite impressive that that Pokemon was able to last that long without any shields. This Pokemon would have done a lot of damage had we would have shielded as opposed to just letting it run. But we want to do the test comparison, so it's pretty impressive from my standpoint, especially since these Rocket Leader Pokemon, the Salamence is at 14,724 in comparison to the Giratina. Level 50 is 4,154 or 3,683. And the next comparison is going to be the Shadow Ball. So we want to see how Shadow Ball does against this Pokemon. I'm just going to point out, I'm going to freeze the shiny, but the Giratina didn't even get through that full Execute before, unfortunately, you know, it did take a damage. So here we go. We're going to do a Shadow Ball on the level 40 and the level 50, and then we're going to go ahead and pause and show you how much damage this is going to produce. There's the damage for the 40, and there's the damage for the 50. So it is slight, but just remember, these Pokemon are much different. There's going to be the damage difference that we are seeing from the level 40 versus the level 50. This one, level 50, lasts a whole lot longer, and we are still going against a Shadow Pokemon at a 14,000 CP. Just imagine if we had a 14,000 CP Pokemon, and that's what we're going to do. So level 50, it's not significant. It's not like mind-blowingly different, but when you are looking at something that's not a raid boss, it does show a lot of potential to be able to survive, to be able to do a lot more damage, to be able to, you know, produce the things that you want to produce. And imagine if you had a full team of level 50 Pokemon going against a Shadow Leader in Pokemon Go. It would be amazing. And the damage produced, I would assume if we were doing a duo on something like a Mewtwo and I were able to have enough Exo Candy to be able to have maybe like a full team of Giratinas, then it would be a whole different story, like we tried that duo, than it would be if I had a level 40 and then I had level 40 Darkrai's and Yveltals in Pokemon Go. So let me know if you guys are going to max one because of this video. I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you guys like the comparison breakdown. Thank you to all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm going to see you guys out in the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.